Everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick review about the Gemtech 22QDA. I want to run over what it comes with, how it works, some of the pros, some of the cons, and my overall take on it after shooting it for a day. Just really what a 22QDA is it's a quick disconnect conversion for a 22 long rifle or 22 mag can. What it comes with when you order the QDA from Gemtech is it comes in a little package just like this. It has the adapter itself, which is spring-loaded. It's not a ratcheting system. And it also has one thread mount and then also a tightening tool to make sure everything's seated nice and tight. How it works is you take your adapter and stick it on the end of your suppressor. It goes right into the threads, 1/2 by 28, which is really nice just because you don't have to have a Gemtech can. Really, any 22 long rifle can will work. Use that tool to help tighten everything down. And then what you do is you take your thread mount and put it on the end of your host. The host I'm using right now is an M&P 22 compact. I've been using this for quite a while to run suppressors on, and it is a lot of fun. But that's not really what the video is about. So if you take a look, obviously we're clear, nothing in the chamber, safety's on for good measure. I was shooting this earlier today. Like I said, put about 50 rounds through it. And I already have one of the mounts on here. Additional mounts are available for something like 32 bucks a piece. But all it takes to put it on is you slide it right over those teeth, give it a little push, give it a little twist, and it locks right in. To get it off is the exact opposite. You give it a push, you twist it the other way, and it comes right out. Pretty cool. So some of the pros are obviously it's a lot faster to get the suppressor on and off, on and off. There's it's a really big benefit if you have multiple hosts. If you're going to a range, if you have a rifle and a pistol, a couple pistols, all 22 caliber, and you only have one can, that's really what drew me to it. Is I don't have a bunch of 22 cans laying around, not yet at least. So like I said, it's way faster. When I'm at the range, I like to shoot, not necessarily mess around with putting cans on. It is compatible with most 22 cans. The mount itself is 1 inch in diameter. So if you have a 1 inch can, it looks really nice just like this. This particular can is a Gemtech Outback 2D. I've had it for a couple years now. Had a lot of fun with it. So I was really excited when I found out I could get a quick disconnect for it. Another kind of benefit for it is anybody who shot a suppressor that had direct threads onto a firearm knows that after you get a couple magazines through it, sometimes it'll get a little bit loose on you. So you need to constantly be up there and tighten it. When you do a quick detach, just like this one, I won't say it alleviates that problem, but it makes it a lot better. Like I said, I shot 50 rounds through it, and I still had a solid mount. I still kind of get up there and check just out of habit, but like I said, I didn't feel it walking off or anything. Any of the cons I can think of is it adds a little bit of length to it. Overall, when it's on the firearm, it adds about 1.25 inches between the adapter and a little bit of extra length for that thread mount. When you take the firearm off, and are just talking about the can, you're looking at an additional 1 inch, and that's just from the adapter. As far as aesthetics go, it's maybe not the prettiest thing in the world. When it's on the end of the firearm, if you take a look, it does look just a tad bit goofy, but I'm not out there to win any beauty contests, so that's not something I'm really worried about. When you're talking about on a pistol, obviously it might get in the way a little bit, but when you're talking about a rifle, it's nothing that's going to really cause any issues. One of the other kind of downsides I found out is one of the teeth is a little bit bigger than all the other three, which means that it has to line up just perfect when you're putting these on. So the teeth have to be in the correct slots. You can't run it 90 degrees, 180 degrees off. But what you can see is there's actually little notches that kind of tell you where the bigger tooth is. So what I'm thinking about doing is just taking a paint pen, marking that real quick. That way I just have a really quick visual when I'm taking it on and off to say, hey, this is where the big tooth is, pop on, this is where it's off, pop it right off. Now I didn't have any tools with me to measure decibel ratings or anything like that at the range today, so I don't think it was any quieter, I don't think it was any louder. I didn't see any gas escaping from here, so as far as a pro or a con, I'm going to call that one a wash. Overall, I'm a pretty big fan. I have been waiting for a quick disconnect for quite a while now. I've called Gemtech a few times in the past couple years. Yeah, I do recommend if you have if you have multiple hosts for one particular can that you should by all means get one. I think the price on it something like 130 or 120, something like that. Additional pieces like this are 100. I'm sorry, not 100. They're like $30. So nothing too crazy. Don't quote me on those prices. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But like I said, I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun for taking out to the range. You don't have to spend your time sitting there making sure you don't cross-thread your suppressor anymore. I know that's something I was always a little bit worried about. And shout out to Gemtech for making something that plays well with others. Other manufacturers. We're all on the same team here. So, like I said, if you have any questions, find a way to reach out. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Other than that, have a good day.